light of my life. Don't worry guys, it's not another fishing video. So welcome folks to another hot, sunny, humid day here on Pang Farm in Thailand. Well, I wish I could say that truthfully, but we're coming up to 48 hours non-stop raining. So I thought I'd just grab the camera and give you an update on what's been going on, and also, as the title suggests, why yours truly is going short thanks to his missus. So first and foremost, you may be wondering, Lee, you're looking pretty dapper and quite slimline. Yeah, so I've lost some weight around the old midriff region, and there's a few there's a few reasons why. The first reason is because I've gone full Rocky Balboa. 5 AM every morning I'm doing 5k. No, obviously not. Here on the farm we don't need to do exercise like that, do we? So it's the first thing that I'm going short of, guys, is the reason why I've lost a bit of weight. Is we're on Buddhist Lent, which, for those of you that aren't aware, Toon is obviously Buddhist. Well, not obviously, there are Muslims and other religions out here in Thailand, but I think it's about 95% are practice Buddhism. So she does Buddhist Lent, which runs for 90 days, otherwise known as 3 months, of no alcohol. I know, you lot are fully aware that Toon and I do enjoy a beer at the end of the day and hit the microphone for the karaoke from time to time. But yeah, this is an annual thing, and I do it well, for a few reasons, mainly to support Toon. I remember when I abstained for a whole year of alcohol, and the 3 months that Toon did a Buddhist Lent, it really did help. You know, it was a lot easier. So I do that for the main reason, but the other reason is obviously it's very, very healthy for you. Let the old river repair to some degree. Did I say river or liver? I think it's because I'm missing my fishing. We'll go into that in a minute as well. Yeah, so health benefits, of course, and well, you save a few baht as well, don't you, which is always good. So we're 2 weeks into it, all going well, apart from, and I think it's a valid excuse here, guys, my son visited us, brought his girlfriend with him. He stayed for what, 4 or 5 days, something like that, and well, if you can't enjoy a beer with your own flesh and blood, you know, as a young man and chewing the fat of the evening, we had a couple of beers, nothing silly like we have done in the past, but yeah, it's only the second time I've seen him in about 8 years, so we had a lot of catching up to do, and yeah, it was quite good. It was a really good time to catch up. Guys, we're looking a bit overgrown here, look. I'll get the missus to tidy this up in the afternoon. Joking aside, we've been cutting all the way down here and round the ponds, fish ponds, and on the island as well. We're going to have a butcher's out there. Yeah, so going back to my son, he chopped down his first 2 trees in his life. He's led a bit of a sheltered upbringing so far. He's mid-20s, but he hasn't really done much manual stuff. He's more of a tip-tappy and sales guy. So I got him to chop 2 trees down. The blisters were, well, they looked painful to me. What else did he do? He caught his first big catfish out of one of the ponds, so that was quite good. And he also caught a couple of fish in the net out of the tanks for us to have fish at night. So we finally had a couple of giant snakehead and 1 big walking catfish that Toon had caught out of the lake, and Toon doesn't eat either of those, so I was really waiting for him to come here, and his missus, she likes the food, so yeah, it was good to empty the tank of those 3 things, and it's left another tank now vacant for growing more crayfish. So unfortunately, time, as usual, passes so quick with friends and family, and before we knew it, it was time to say our sad farewells yet again. Not sure when we'll get to meet up again. I would suggest, from what he's been saying to his old chap, it's going to be at least a year, but probably a fair stretch more. But we live in hope, don't we? If we win the lottery, I'll bung him the money over to buy a ticket to come out again. So while Cameron was here, I don't think I lost an awful lot of weight, but I am absolutely starving now. I think my body's looking for its missing beer carbohydrates at the end of the working day. He's like, Lee, it's beer o'clock, mate, what's going on? Yeah, sort of like about, I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock when Toon started to cook, we normally share a beer, and then afterwards, after dinner, we share a beer, and that's it normally, unless the karaoke comes out, or unless we have certain irresponsible farm stay guests here that lead us astray. Right, well, Langer left. Goats have just had their second feed. So Toon, the other place that Toon and I have been cutting the food is over there, so it's only a short stretch taking it in there, but you can see they're all hiding underneath the roof there, and yeah, they don't want to get fed outside, so it's got to be under the roofs, and yeah, because there's over 30 of them. It's a little bit of a squeeze, but you know, we do what we can, don't we? So my hunger pangs are quite a bit of an issue at the minute. You could say, well, just eat more, Lee. Well, I do eat a lot, and I probably do eat more, well, I definitely eat more when I'm not on the ale, but we don't have lunch. We haven't had lunch, generally speaking, since we've moved here full time. So for about 8 years we've very rarely had lunch. Now when I did come off the ale for a year, after a couple of months I had to force myself to have lunch. I had no energy whatsoever, and I was just eating everything that didn't move, and I was having the sugary drinks. This time I haven't got any sugar cravings or anything like that. I think it's purely a calorie reduction that's causing it, and getting the old jelly legs. Always get jelly legs in the morning, because basically we get up early, we have a coffee, and then we start doing what we've got to do for the goats. So, you know, after about an hour the old lightheadedness kicks in and wobbly legs. After about 15 minutes that passes. Finish your chores, go back, and then we have breakfast, and then that's it normally till about 6, half 6 at night. I'll be honest with you, if I have lunch, I turn into one of the laziest people that you've ever met in your life. My bum will touch that hammock and I will not move. Goats won't get fed, and I'll have trouble remember putting them in at the end of the day. So yeah, it's a bit of an issue, me and lunch, whereas I can pig out in the mornings, I can pig out in the evenings. I'm not bothered about eating heavy before I go to bed. And that's another thing. I've been going to bed at, what's my record so far, or our record? 7:40. Yeah, I know. Oh, it's coming down a little bit heavier now. We don't mind though. I mean, look how good the lake's looking. And Toon and I have put quite a lot of fish in here over the last month and a half or so. All the margins are flooded, as they do every single year, so they go, it meets the grass. You get lots of fish going in there, a lot of spawning, a lot of the predatory fish are in there hitting the bait fish and baby fish, so it's quite exciting to see, although we don't get that much time to fish for them. We've probably done a little bit more this year than we normally do, but yeah, very happy how it's maturing nicely. Goats are keeping all this area in check. I just have to, where is it, some of this stuff, I now and again have to go in there and chop that sort of stuff down. They don't like that one. Don't listen to anyone else. Goats are fussy eaters. They don't eat everything. So some of you I know are quite into your health and fitness and a good diet. You probably just think, well, why don't you just eat a bit more protein, you know, get some more meat in you, Lee. This is part 2 of 3, or 2 out of 3 reasons that I've been going short because of the missus. Yeah, stay tuned for the 3rd one. So not only have we gone abstaining for alcohol for 90 days, we're also doing a week of being, brace yourself, I've gone vegan. I know guys, I know, vegan. No, I'm not opinionated about vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, fruitarians, whatever. Eat what you want, that's what I say. Unless they're an endangered species, I suppose. Yeah, it's to do with not Toon being Buddhist, but she does sort of like, well, how'd you phrase it, Lee? Honour an angel. There's a specific angel. It's quite famous in Thailand. Don't ask me her name, no idea whatsoever. But every year, and Toon did this even prior to me meeting her. This angel was on the earth plane, and she was a vegetarian. She also didn't do something else while she was on the earth plane. That's in part 3 of 3, abstinences. So yeah, to honour her, Toon does vegan. Now you can. There's two ways of doing it. She can do 1 day per week all year, 52 days. I know, I'm good at maths, and eating vegan 1 day a week is easy, isn't it, I suppose? Or you can get it all out of the way and just do a whole week. So we've gone for the whole week as we normally do. Before she met me, she was 1 day a week. I think every Monday she did that. What are we in now? We're day 4. I'm still alive. I'm so hungry and I'm eating loads. It's like, and it's not all leafy greens, guys. I mean, they're proper bulky vegetables, and I'm having the moringa as well, you know, so that, you know, the high protein stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's like they don't count as anything. It's like eating water. Yeah, so I've got to, I'm peckish now. I've only had my breakfast about 2 hours ago. I'm hungry. 3 more days, I don't know. Be like a bloody chopstick. But I feel great, shedding a few pounds. I'd put a little bit around the old midriff, like I said, so it's good to get that off because of our lifestyle here. As soon as you cut out your beer allowance, that's it. It's just straight down. Toon's getting a bit disheartened because she's what did she lose? It's quite good actually. She lost 2 kg, but that was before she had gone vegan. But that was like two weeks for no alcohol. She obviously drinks way too much. But where Toon's at a big disadvantage, of course, is thyroidism. So the medication that she has to take, and she's taken for over 8 years now. Was it 10 years? It's coming up 10 years she's been on it. She'll never beat it. They took her off it by accident once. New doctor, young one, nearly killed her. We had to get the bloody ambulance out 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Hang on a minute, we're in Python country. Not to worry though, because I'm wearing these bad boys. I hope I can get them in the camera. Now ladies, don't look for too long. If you look for more than 2 or 3 minutes, then you'll probably never feel satisfied by another man for as long as you live. Husbands out there, do not fret. Toon is more than enough for me, guys. Ever since I said hi to a woman and she chased me with a machete. So yeah, Toon's enough for me. I'm not interested in anyone else. Not on camera anyway. Hello, what's been going on here then? Bloody hell. That reminds me, I've got some wicked footage of a massive water monitor lizard about 3 or 4 weeks ago. In front of, Chris, you're like this, right in front of your Roger and I house, your little fishing lodge that's built on the lake. Yeah, it started off there and ended up there. I think he's moved into the bathroom. He's massive. I thought it was a crocodile. Hey, we haven't seen Macroman Point for quite a while, have we, eh? Yeah. Different angle for you. What we got, Poacher's Nook down there. So anyone that wants to come steal fish, have a go in here, because we can never see you past all the vegetation there, the goat house, big biochar pile over there, and the trees over there. We've got absolutely massive blind spots, so just come and fill your boots here. Luckily all the locals think Toon's got a shooter, so yeah, no one's tried anything on for ages. Hang on a minute, my lens is misting up on the inside. Bothered. I suppose a good YouTube channel would go back home, strip it down and get rid of it. Not us. Right, I was gonna do a full circuit, but I forgot Toon had, in her wisdom, wired shut the gate here, stop the goats pushing it open. Can't get through. I can't climb that. Look at the state of that. It's Mozzy season as well. I ain't got any Mozzy lotion on. Doesn't matter what time of day it is, when it's overcast like this, they are out and about. As soon as you get in the undergrowth, like a bloody pin cushion. Now what's making my hunger pangs even worse is we're not long got some chickens. Now that is the next video, guys. Our new chicken coop. that's integrated, fully integrated with our vermicompost. If you're not aware aware what that is, it's worms, growing worms and doing vermiculture. So we've got that set up underneath the roost, and it's working. But I think that warrants a video all on its own, because I've been doing DIY. I'm just a natural. So yeah, that's the next upcoming video within a week-ish. I know. My schedule is pretty poor. Unless Toon does a video on her own. She said she can put makeup on and everything. Hang on a minute, it's a bit... Bloody python tried tripping me up. Right, yeah, Toon's threatening to put makeup on and do a solo video. Don't know why she needs to put makeup on. She's gorgeous. Yeah, so we got these chickens, and since we've gone vegan, they've started laying eggs, because they're only, I thought they were pullets and they still had a fair few months to go before they start laying. Yeah, we're getting 2 or 3 eggs a day now. I know that sounds rubbish. We've only got 6. 6 chickens, 2 or 3 eggs a day, and of course it's going to get more and more as things go on. So not only am I hungry, I eat so well. Both of us eat so many eggs. There's probably lots of you watching this that have had your own chickens, and the taste of your own eggs is just off the scale, isn't it? So we know how good they're going to taste, but we can't have them for another 3 days. So yeah, they're getting racked up in the fridge. Trying to keep them out of eyesight for Toon's niece Kaimuk, because she's an egg thief. And yeah, I think soon as vegan week has ceased, we're going to do the whole lot in one sitting, I think. Not only that, our favourite all-time meal to eat, or not necessarily meal, but food item to have here on the farm, are our yabbies, our red claw crayfish. Now normally out of sight, out of mind, isn't it? But last week we had an order of crayfish, so we're getting these lovely crayfish out of the tank, grading them to send off the order. I'm just like, can we not just split it down the middle and put the garlic chili butter in there and fire up the barbecue? So I think that's going to be our first menu come the end of vegan week. Yabbies on the barbecue, spicy buttery whatever on it, and a plate full of eggs. I can't wait. I think another reason why I'm always hungry as well is because at the minute Toon's not leaving the farm to collect goat food. I mean, the goats come out here every day, and yet look at the vegetation that's still here. Yeah, it's just bonkers. This, for you regular viewers, I did a video where I was transferring a lot of the deep litter organic matter from underneath the feeders that we put all the food on for the goats, and it's just all sprung into life. And yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic for the goats. A lot of it's nice and high off the ground. I mean, it was almost full jungle about a month and a half ago, but as the rainy season kicks in, the growth just accelerates even more so. I mean, you can see over the back there, there's places we haven't even touched. So I said to Toon, forget going to get the gatin every day. She was going out on the Ben Hur chariot twice a day, and in the rain, you know, it's slippery. She's wielding a massive machete. She's in the middle of nowhere. You never know if there's going to be a pervert around. Ben Hur has seen better days. It is a she, although we called it Ben Hur. You know, she's on her way out. We have crashed, I think it was a year and a half ago. I was on the sidecar and the bloody wheel fell off. The what is it? Axle? Motorbike mechanic, I am not. Yeah, so we nearly launched ourselves into the river that we were driving along the side. The roads are potholey. I mean, if you've been round, if you visited us or you've been in rural Thailand before, you'll know the state of some of the roads. And then there's other drivers, farm traffic, that sort of people going the wrong way, not indicating, no lights, all that lot. I just said to her, I said, look, it's too dangerous. I mean, we've got this saying now, if Toon doesn't have blood on her body during the day, then that's an imposter, that is not Toon. She cuts herself every single day, and she's falling over and all sorts now. So yeah, at least if she's here, I can see her fall over and can tell her to get up and carry on working properly. But it's nice, it's joking aside, it's nice to work alongside each other. We're not done it for quite a while continuously. So yeah, it's 3 times a day we're out cutting and carrying and having a laugh, which is what it's all about, isn't it? Hey, I know. I know a lot of you guys were like me in my previous marriage. You want a 9 to 5, get out of the house, get away from the missus, but no, not me and Toon. It's the opposite way round. I'm not just saying that. So much to get through. I wrote some notes, look. It's still not scripted. They're sort of like bullet points, but in random orders. And now it's raining as well. At least I'm honest. I'm honestly crap. Hang on. I ran out of room, so I tried to, look, tried to write on the inside of the envelope. This is my pension statement from the Peru. Mum bought it out on her last visit. I've just been reading that, crying. Anyway, point 3 of 3. So this is the one you've probably been waiting for, going short. All right then, so this vegan thing for her angel. While the angel was on the earth plane, she was also a virgin. Nothing wrong with that, not judgmental at all. So last year when we did this, shop was closed, totally shut up shop for the week. It's like, that's not vegan, is it? And he explained to me, no, the angel, So yeah, if you follow if your missus is going to follow this angel, guys, it's just something to be aware of. She shouldn't indulge in any nocturnal bedroom activities. You notice the word shouldn't. a gentleman never tells, apparently. So what happened? So worse than that, she's not allowed to hunt either. This is tied in with doing the vegan thing. So we can't even go fishing for fun. How is that? You know, not even with a barbless hook. Apparently it hurts the fish. I think they've carried out studies now and they've proven that catching fish with big hooks in their mouths does actually hurt them. So yeah, no fishing, not even for sport, never mind catching a few fish for dinner. So yeah, it's going to be another 3 days before we can wet a line again, which is, yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but I don't know, they're not going anywhere, are they? Unless you believe all the reports and everywhere's going to get flooded in Thailand. I think you might find that's a bit of an over-exaggeration. Is it super typhoon? It's not as bad as they thought, or it's dissipating as it's hitting Thailand? We're getting the rain, but it's not heavy, so I think we'll be all right, won't we, hey? Or just had a pang for pork neck barbecue. I'll have to put that on the list. So Yabby's pork neck, we call it pork neck grill, and Toon does this spicy coriander broken rice dip, and then you just get these slices of pork neck, which I used to have them like charcoaled, you know, it's a bit of an armadillo, but now been in Thailand so long I have it like half cooked, the same as they do. And then you just dip it in that straight down. It's good. Yeah, that's on it as well. Get some meat back on me love handles. Do you know what I remember vividly? A lot of you guys that are watching today's video, when I did that year without the booze, and some of you did it as well. It was such an amazing year that was. Hard initially, but enjoyable and enlightening. You might think, well, why did you go back to it? I don't know, we just like being silly sometimes. Oh my god, oh, it's all off now. Oh my god, who's out? Who's in, who's out? Oh, keep dancing properly, Chris. Oh! Seems to have a... Oh, what is this? This looks a bit wrong, doesn't it? Got crab there. Chris is coming! Go, go! He's going, oh no, he's dropped his balloon again. I think someone shit themselves here. Go on, climb up, go on! Good speed. Don't pop it. I sang karaoke last night without a beer. Wasn't quite hitting the notes that I normally do. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps I am normally that rubbish. I just don't realise it after a couple. But yeah, we don't need the booze to have a good time. But it does lubricate the voice a little bit. The old larynx was tightening up after I'd done the Mustang Sally rendition. So we are due to finish Buddhist Lent. When is it? Early October. I think, if I remember correctly, it's about 3 or 4 days before Mum and Chris arrive. Thank God it's over before that. But we're going to hold on. We're going to see it through till they get here. So as soon as they get out the bloody car door, that's it, we'll have a cold beer and have it with them. So Toon and I are going to be officially cheap dates, mid to late October. A couple of sniffs of Leo and we'll be on our backs. I shouldn't start talking about things like that again, should we? Anyway, only 3 more days to go. We've got a stranded trailer. You might think, bloody hell, that's not your normal trailer. Some of you have, with keen eyes, have seen a quad bike here on the farm. You might, Lee, you're always talking about you've got no bloody money, but you've got a quad bike. It's not ours. Neither's this. It's Chris. He uses this to ferry all his fishing gear around. And Toon and I were fishing for what we call featherbacks, really nice tasting fish, although they're very bony. She works her magic, and we were catching them down there. So we brought all the fishing gear out on the quad, towing this, and it stopped working. So I've gradually taken all the expensive fishing gear out, took it back to the house. I've got an umbrella left to take, which weighs a ton. We've changed the battery, changed the fuel filter, changed the spark plug, and it's still not working. I have to find time to do all this stuff. I'm a farmer, not a, well, Chris has called me a hammock mechanic. If it doesn't work, I just go sit in the hammock. So now it's, apparently there's a blockage in the carburettor, whatever that is. So Toon's got to go and sweet mouth a mechanic. The only mechanic that we trust is an actual mechanic. Rural Thailand. Well, if you've been out here or you live out here, you know what I mean. Real builder, real mechanic, real electrician. You don't take it for granted that they are real ones or qualified. So hopefully we can get it up and running again. And you know what I'm thinking? You'll like this idea. That is basically a jungle. I'm thinking about doing a video. It might take about 3 weeks. Cut a trail in there, in the woods. Trail for the quad. What do you reckon about that then? Gonna get bitten to death. I'll get dengue fever going in there, cutting everything down. But I just think, yeah, narrow trail. I've been out there for about 3 years. It's gonna be a scary place, that. Yeah, it must be about 3 years after the last time we had the eucalyptus cut down. So, I mean, it's so scary out there, even the goats don't go in there. Oh, right, battery's just about to pack up. There's one more thing I want to say to you before it goes ding. And that is, if you'd like us to do a video about how much it costs to live in Thailand, it's quite important to get this right. If you want us to do an AI generated video, if you want to know why expats are leaving Thailand in vast numbers, if you want to know about the scams in Thailand, leave us a message in the comments and we'll block you. We don't do that crap, do we? Take care guys, love you to bits. Laters.